Yeah, fair play. He will have to keep punching, and that is it. You know, a defeat tonight, but he's had a good season, and no doubt he will kick on. But someone who's having the most ridiculous time of it at the minute is Judd Trump. Sometimes I just can't believe you're here. I remember at the English Open in Brentwood against John Higgins, Zhang Anda, you're battling back, and here you are 4-1 down against Barry Hawkins in this semi-final. Did you ever feel at any point down and out?
No, not really. No, I always fancy my chances. I think there was a couple of little things that didn't go my way. I felt a couple of shots I might have potted and they didn't go in. But I just felt like as long as I kept getting left in that, I'd sort of score heavy. There was a chance at 4-4 where I kind of was taking too long, just trying to pot every ball rather than just getting on with it. I ended up messing up, and I thought that could have been it then. I could have lost after that, but I ended up winning that frame. Barry goes for a long one, and you've got a one visit in the last, really.
Yeah, I said to Jimmy when he missed that red, I said, game over. Jimmy didn't think so. He wouldn't have had a quick...
Oh, yeah, but I thought tonight, the table was a little bit heavy and seemed to be, like, rolling off a bit. I don't know if that was the case, because...
It's been rolling off all week, but you're just trying a bit harder.
You know,
more rolls in the bakery.
And there was a couple of times when you just got in and you weren't sort of playing your natural game, you were just trying to take what was there. And I think Barry really struggled with it. You know, a couple of safety shots, he missed it altogether. Yeah,
I just think when you don't trust the table, then I'm trying to smack it in the pocket, and I'm just losing position, and I'm trying to be too careful, and yeah, it just caught us both out at the end, and it kind of made the game hard. But 4-1 down against Barry, you always got to dig in. You got to play half decent to come back from there.
Yeah, we always thought that, you know, there was a few one visits in there, and the last frame, that was a fantastic break under pressure.
I think we're always just waiting for you to catch fire. We know it's there and it's about to happen. And in that ninth frame, I mean, so much happened. You were cruising along, you missed the blue in the middle, and then after that we thought, what more drama can this frame bring? Looking to the double and the brown.
Oh, I thought I couldn't possibly leave it. The only way I could leave it is if it come up at that angle. Otherwise, if it goes sideways, I could snooker him, or it goes down the table. That is the only place I could miss it and leave it. So I thought there was a half a chance when he was trying to come back up the table. He could clip the black, I think it was, and he didn't do that. And after that, it's kind of he's nice on it, but not absolutely perfect. And he just doesn't get through it at all. He's just a little bit tight, and then after that, it's quite a tricky shot on that table. Rolling it dead weight.
Especially after the way you played the blue.
Well, you just can't believe that you're back there, and you looked actually surprised almost after you potted that pink, because I suppose in your mind you're thinking that maybe the frame is over and on to the next one, but nice.
Yeah, I think someone of Barry's class, you expect to lose the frame from that situation. Where he was on the blue, you think the way I missed with an open table as well, you normally get punished for that. But I think maybe just the run I'm on is just those things kind of seem to happen when you're playing all right.
Yeah, I think Judd played the best snooker tonight, you know, deserved to win, you know. When it gets down to 4-4 and it's a bit nip and tuck, usually the guy that plays the better snooker usually wins, you know what I mean? It's just the way it goes, you know.
One particular shot, you played a brown in the middle pocket. You remember that shot? And he played some unbelievable shots. Remember when you screwed the brown in, and because it was a bit heavy table, it only just got, and you had to play a good shot with the rest. You could have snookered him there, but you know he's just going to come off the side and lay into the pack. With me, players like yourself, Ronnie O'Sullivan, one shot can just click you into gear and get you firing on all cylinders, and I think for me that was a shot that changed the match.
There's normally a shot when I'm coming back at someone. There's always a time to be positive, and I felt like that was the time. And I think if I just go into my shell snooker him, he's just going to walk all over me. So I'm not going to beat him by playing safe. It's just important. Even if I show that I'm there to take my shots on, I'd rather lose than go out tucking him up.
Well, me and Ron said how well you hit it, but you still didn't get up the table. You know, you put everything into it. And
there was a couple of blacks in the last frame, or one of the frames, you know, where you was playing off the two cushions to red and near, and you kept coming up short.
There, was it?
Yeah, but it's not like you hit it bad, but it's hard. Even the practice tables, you play that shot and you still, you know, it's... but I just think his potting is so good that he gets out of position, and it, for most players, them shots are missable, but for Judd, they're not missable, you know. It's like he just gets down, pots it, back on the blue, round the thing, back in position, you know. So it's like, you know, he's got a bit of an unfair advantage, really. Do you know what I'm saying? It is. It's kind of like when you've got them weapons in your armoury, it sort of takes the pressure off a little bit, but it also puts the pressure on your opponent, because Barry knows, you know, that if he gets a chance, he's got to make it happen, and if he doesn't, then he's going to step in and do the business, you know.
Which he did, and of course it is a 41st ranking final for yourself. You've actually equalled Steve Davis in terms of ranking finals. You've won 25, and I know you, Judd. You'll be so hungry for more, and here we are currently. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth on the list fourth on the list alongside Steve Davis, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Stephen Hendry, John Higgins, and it must be great to be among those names. Obviously Ronnie's with 61, but that's still doable, Judd, right?
Yeah, if he stops playing all the tournaments. I'll pay him to stop playing and then I might get there.
Great company though. Nice list to be on, and improving all the time, aren't you? You're ticking off a lot.
To be honest, I don't pay that much attention to that. I just try and... I feel like I'm a little bit on my own in my age group kind of thing. You had a couple of... I feel like I'm just going at my own pace. There's no one really my age to kind of bring me on in a way. I'm kind of still looking at Ronnie, John, Mark Williams for sort of the rivalries. But I'm not doing too bad. Keep ticking over.
Ding's about your age, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he hasn't really kicked on, you know. So, like, I know what Judd's saying, you know, he's the only serial winner out there in his age category that's, you know, doing the business, really.
Who do you think your biggest rival is, actually?
Thanks.